All right, hey guys, we just finished our presentation, Reflections on Colorism, at CAA's 108th Annual Convention here in Chicago. My name is Stephanie Brown. I'm an interdisciplinary artist based in Atlanta, and I'll let everybody introduce themselves.
I'm Ashley Jones. I'm a visual artist and art educator from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I'm Sarah Webb. I'm a creative writer and English professor in Springfield, Illinois.
I'm Ashley Adams, visual designer and artist from Southern California.
We just thought it would be great to just say thank you to CAA for having us, and we figured we might just share with you guys just a little bit about how was today, how'd it go?
That was good.
First of all, it was awesome meeting these women in person.
Yes.
After
right,
over
I
a
know.
year of emails and Skype calls, to finally see people in person. That alone was a great day.
It's a process to do a talk. It's definitely a process, but today was well worth it. It was really great to meet these other women, to meet people who are doing work in colorism,
Interested in colorism, allowing even their own students to view this type of work. So
I think the audience did have some good questions too. We got into some tangents on colorism in schools, how professors can be advocates for their students of color that are in the room, especially when you're the only black artist in a cohort, and how difficult that can be. Or are there some good questions you heard?
Another good question was talking about how do you, when there's no diversity in the faculty, and how do you get that, how do you get an advocator for you as a student when there's no professors that look like you? So back to the education scheme of things. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
That was an interesting question.
And the question you asked on resistance was really great.
I love that
I think
question.
there's a lot of people doing work in colorism and lots of other areas that don't see their art as activism, but really discussing how our work working with colorism is an act of resistance and what that means for communities.
Yeah, and I like your response to that question and talking, because I asked what's at stake, right? And you said that our identities are at stake.
Yeah.
And it talks about the importance of changing the narrative, because the narratives that we have about people determine how we interact with them, right? So if I have a negative narrative about someone, I'm more likely to discriminate against them or exclude them from opportunities. So when we change the narrative about people, particularly people of color and women of color, then that allows us to engage and interact in the world and open up opportunities that wouldn't exist otherwise. So changing the narrative has a lot at stake beyond just the narrative. That makes sense.
So we invite you to let us help you change the narrative. We just enjoyed this experience so much. We'd love to be able to come together again and talk about our work, talk about colorism. So invite us to a school or community center near you. Thanks.
Bye.